Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Lib, the Sofrito Papi, again, back with another review. And today we're going to be looking at Juzo Inui from the anime show No Guns Life. And this figure is brought to you by 1000 Toys. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's jump into this guy, man. And let's talk about him for a bit here. Now, if you're into anime or anything like that, you should be aware, you should know of No Guns Life. It's about a, how can I explain it? It's in kind of like a steampunk world where regular humans have had certain parts of their body altered to have some, crazy powers, mechanics, stuff like that. And a crazy war had happened prior to civilization, going back to kind of what it was. And what happened is that after the war, you found all of these meta-type humans walking around with nothing to do and looking mad crazy. And one of those mad crazy folks happened to be Juzo. From what I saw in the anime, other than a few other characters, Juzo is the only one that has a gun for a head. Now, mind you, there's a couple other characters. I won't get into the whole lore of No Guns Life. I recommend that you go see it if you kind of like that steampunk noir detective action type of style anime. Definitely a must watch. I loved it. I accidentally stumbled across this action figure while browsing Big Bad Toystore. I was just looking for something to buy. I was bored. I saw this dude who had a 357 revolver as a head. I was like, what the hell is this? So immediately I Googled it, Googled the name, came across the anime, found out that it was Hulu, binged watched it in about 2 days. Super dope. Highly recommend it for y'all. But forget about that. Let's go ahead and let's talk about the figure. I'll let you know what I like, what I don't like, his articulation, and the things that he comes with. So let's go ahead and dive in here. All right, let's raise this up a bit and bring him closer because I really want you guys to see. His head. This is what sold it to me, and let's take this out here. This is what sold it for me. Never really seen anything like this. So I had to pick it up. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, looked it up, watched the anime, loved it. If you're not familiar with firearms, his head, it does look like a 357 revolver. It likens actually a Judge Magnum firearm. Well, I don't know if you'd call it a Magnum, but a Judge is pretty much a revolver that shoots shotgun shells. And that's kind of what this looks like. He comes with a really nifty coat. And a utility belt that is non-detachable. As far as articulation goes, you can open his mouth. It's about as far as you can open his mouth. Close it. I do want to note that even though the paint on this is super dope and it looks like it's metal, it's not. It is a plastic head. A little disappointing. I kind of wished it was at least aluminum. That'd be fire as hell, but whatever. I like it as is. You get some movement here at the waist. You don't get any type of chest movement, which I guess is okay. You got a swivel joint right here up by the hip, and you can also raise his leg up like that. And you got a joint right there, so you can push his leg back forward and front. You can make him do splits if you want him to. Of course, you get the knee bending. Don't really like how that kind of looks. Let me zoom out here. Right there. But we'll get into all of that later. You get some articulation here on his foot. His ankle moves up and down. Does not rotate. Moves a little bit, but I think that's just actually, I don't think that was meant to be articulation, so I wouldn't mess with that. And you get, of course, a toe bend. Now if I take the jacket off, we can see that we can raise his arms up. We can pull them back. You get a bicep swivel. You get a elbow bend. His hands are just straight pegs. They do move just a little bit up and down, but they rotate more than anything. Let's put his other hand on. And if you're wondering, yes, that is another revolver on his hand. He uses a move during the anime called Falco Faust. So when he's ready to hit somebody with this hand, he yells out Falco Faust and knocks him out. And by the way, guys, I designed a deal that I'm using here in the back. He stands pretty well on his own. I haven't had to use any stands for him at all. Excuse me. So he stands pretty good on his own. He does come with a trench coat jacket that he is known to wear. It does have a bending wire here. So you can move this around and kind of give him a look, you know, like if he's moving around or if the wind's blowing. No pockets. The straps here are just for show. They don't really do anything, at least that I know of. They don't. I wish they would unstrap here, just to give the hand a little bit of more, be able to just give us some room there. And I'll get into why that kind of bothers me. You do have a bendy wire here on the bottom too as well, so you can shape the jacket. Back to Juzo though. Let's take a look at his utility belt. You see he has some of his ammo. He's got some utility packs back there where he most likely carries his cigarettes. He's a smoker. He needs to smoke. I think it keeps his I believe it keeps him in check. I haven't found a way to take it off, and I don't think I plan on taking it off. I'm not going to mess with it. As far as accurate to the anime, dude, he's like 100% accurate, even down to the collar of his shirt, to the skin tone, to his firearm. Oh, forgot. Head movement. Up, down. It's about as far right as you can go. As far left as you can go. Of course, the jaw opens up. You got a little hole there, so if you have some effects, you can put some effects in there. Overall, super solid. Probably one of my favorite figures. I always keep them out. I'm always playing with them. But then again, I'm a huge fan of the anime. So let's go ahead and get into some of the things that he comes with. It's not much. He's not a guy with weapons. I mean, after all, he has a freaking gun on as a head, and he also has one installed on the palm of his right hand. So he doesn't have really many weapons or accessories. But what I did like that they included is Lefty. Yeah, he's like his little it's like his little dog. Kind of, not necessarily. You have to kind of watch the anime to understand, but I thought this was super dope that they included Lefty. Lefty doesn't have much articulation at all. He kind of doesn't move. He has a bendy wire. He's not, in the anime, he's not like a dog that they keep on a leash. I'm guessing they put this bendy wire on him because I saw a picture where he's sitting on his shoulder. So you kind of take this wire, stick it through the back of his coat, and then he can just sit like this. And that's kind of how I had him pose in the beginning of the show, or of this episode. But the detail is super dope. And of course, they call him Lefty because he's left-handed. It's a left-handed little android. Take a look at the top there. And of course, the little bendy wire. I hope that's focusing in, man. I'm kind of nervous about using a different camera. I am using the Geekset podcast camera, and we don't usually typically take really up-close video. So from far away, it looks great. I just hope that the autofocusing is working the way that it should. And if it doesn't, please let me know in the comments. I will go ahead and go back to my old Nikon. All right, so you get Lefty. You get hands, of course. You get these open hands. And every right hand comes with the gun mold on it to remain accurate to the enemy. So you get those hands, right? You got another set of hands. These are his fists. Then you get a reloading hand. You see the revolver portion moves up and down to kind of show that he's out of ammo and that he has to reload. Be really careful. The hinge on this is really delicate. It's kind of just sitting on there. I typically don't use this hand out of fear that if it falls, this part is going to get lost, and that's just going to totally suck. But for some pictures and for taking some pictures of Juzo, reloading his hand, this is definitely the hand. This is definitely the hand that you want to use. And as I mentioned before, he is a smoker, so he actually comes with some cigarettes and a box of his cigarettes. Now, this part, and I guess while I'm on it, I'll start talking about the things that I kind of don't like about the figure, which isn't much. But this part right here was just kind of disappointing. These are actually stickers that I had to fold. And the sticky on it isn't all that great. So I kind of had to glue. You can see right there that I kind of folded it in. I don't know if you guys can see that, man. It is really small, and I'm not fond of the focusing here. Let me... Yeah, I won't really focus in on the hand on it right there, but there's stickers. So for instance, the cigarette was just a small sticker sheet. You took the sticker off, you rolled it up, and it made the cigarette. And same for the box. You took the sticker off, you folded it, and there you have your box of cigarettes. What I ended up doing was grabbing a little tiny toothpick and wrapping the sticker around the toothpick, so then that way it could be a lot more solid and actually look like a cigarette. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end up painting the tips of it to kind of give it the lit feel. But once you have it, I mean, this is like a part of Juzo. Like, you can't have him without him puffing a smoke. Or what's cool is that you can take it and put it in his hand like that. Now I'm just being funny. It won't fit though. But if I had a skinnier toothpick, it probably would. Okay. So that's everything that he comes with. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hands, if you include what's on him right now. You get Lefty, his little mascot dog friend. You get a small sticker pack of to roll, to make your own cigarettes and your own cigarette box, and then you get the coat. And for it not coming with a lot of accessories, me knowing the anime, I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. I really, really, really like what 1000 Toys did with this figure. I think he looks really dope. I have no complaint. Well, that's a lie. I have a couple complaints, and I'll get to that. Actually, we can actually get to that right now. One of the things that I didn't like is this. You see that ugly looking hinge on his knee? So when you bend the knee, it's like a piece of plastic. Like, it does not look cool. I don't like that at all. This is my first 1000 toy, so I don't know if that actually oh, you know what? Hey guys, I lied. You got a little bit of chest movement here. Just a little bit. But back to this knee. I don't know if 1000 Toys, this is just how they designed their figures. This is my first one. I don't know. I really don't like it. It's kind of meh to me. I wish his jaw would have opened up just a little bit more. And I do wish that they would have gave us at least one more head sculpt. And that would probably, if it was left up to me, my preference would be like kind of like a rusted head sculpt. And that's kind of a joke. He doesn't like to get wet. He'll get rusted. He'll stop working. So, you know. But I do like it. I do like him a lot. I wish there was a way to take the utility belt off. But it's not really a big deal to me. My biggest gripe with this figure is this. I'm going to show you guys right now. And it has to do with the jacket. The jacket on Juzo is to me is extremely iconic. I don't like having him without his jacket on. It's just part of who he is. And here's what I don't like about it. If you see, I'm kind of struggling to move his arms. Dude, they made this jacket so tight at the shoulders, it's almost impossible to get him to do anything. So when I pose him, when I move him around, it's really tight. Like, that's about as far as his arm will go. And I also have to keep fidgeting it because when it goes on an arm, it's like super duper tight. I've got to kind of twist it to put it into place. It takes me a little while to get the jacket exactly how I like. The back part, the problem with this is this part right here. This part. It's like they gave him a size too small. It's not really noticeable until you're trying to articulate him and set him up in a pose. But they gave him a size too small. And then when I try to put Lefty in here, it's so tight back there that I gotta really push it. I really push it down, go underneath the jacket. If I can even see where it is. Look at that, the wire didn't even go through, the wire just bent. Oh, it actually went through his shoulder. I don't want it to go into his arm. See, I'm struggling just to get this little thin wire through here. Sorry, y'all, I just feel like this part is like really important. Okay, there it is. Just because his jacket is his, his coat is his thing. When you have it on him, though, like it looks super fire. Let's bend that to kind of hide it. Now he's kind of like in his come at me, bro stance. Put a cigarette in his hand. Let's stand him up. I mean, lower this down to give you the full effect. Yeah, that jacket is so tight, dude, that it's just like it makes it really hard sometimes to like do really dope poses with him with his jacket. I don't like having him without his jacket, but again, that's just that's like that's me personally, my preference. Some people might, some people not. The bendy wires are really dope though. The jacket is really flexible, so you get some really cool effects. Like right now it looks like the wind is blowing, and he's kind of like, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you want from me?" All right. The other thing I didn't like is, dude, how hard would it have been to just give us like a couple already complete plastic cigarettes? I didn't want to grab a sticker pack and wrap it around a toothpick just to have that cigarette. I mean, y'all could have just included it. And right here, like my box is already coming apart, and some of my cigarettes are already coming apart. If you can see that. But overall, I think he's super dope. I love him. Don't let the things that I don't like not influence you on not purchasing him. I absolutely think that if you're an anime lover and you are familiar with No Guns Life, you absolutely need to have this guy in your collection. I hope that they give us more characters or another different variant of Juzo. The anime isn't as popular as I believe it should be, but I think it's going to start catching up some steam in the next year. It's about 2 seasons in, and it's super dope. I really like the way he looks. I like how well he scales up with my other figures. Most importantly, because I couldn't wait to do this. Like, I actually had got them around the same time. Hawk, man, from Mezco. They're brothers now. Hawk P40 from Mezco's Rumble Society line. They make a dope squad. I love that. They make a dope squad. They make a dope squad. So he scales super dope with your Mezco figures. Let's see. What else do I have around here that I can... Let's see. See how he looks with the Green Lantern Batman from the Green Lantern 2-pack from McFarlane. See how he scales up with a $30 or $20 figure. Batman looks a little too big. The scale size is pretty noticeable. It's all right though. I believe I have Punisher around here, and I do. Punisher is like my go-to Mezco figure. It's a Netflix Punisher. I love Jonathan Berthal. I hope I'm saying his name right, in both Walking Dead and as the Punisher. And together, like, these guys would make a super dope squad. I got some pictures that I took of them together that I will be posting at the end of this video. Go ahead, get these hands moved out of the way. Here goes the expendable squad. Slick. So yeah, Juzo Inui from No Guns Life by 1000 Toys. I would say is a definite must buy. I love him. I love playing with him. Even though he doesn't come with a lot of accessories, it fits who he is as a character, which I like and enjoy. The box is pretty nice too. It has some great artwork on it. I don't like showing off boxes just because I want to focus on the figure, right? He scales up great with your Mezco figures. If you have Hawk P40 from Mesco. He goes super dope right along with him, even with the Netflix Punisher. I think he looks great. I love it. Definitely a must buy. I give him a 7.5 out of 10 only because of the tightness on the jacket. I mean, I know in 2021, 2022, folks are wearing skinny jeans, skinnier jackets, but dude, this guy is like, this is way too skinny. It's dang near titty tight. So yeah, definitely if you love the anime, go buy him. As always, I'm your boy Lib, the Sofrito Papi. I represent the Geekset podcast. Feel free to please hit that subscribe button on the bottom. Feel free to leave me a comment, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I love engaging with y'all, and I promise I'm not on that internet rage stuff. So don't expect any back and forths from me, guys. Follow us on all of our socials, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as the Geekset podcast, and we also have a Discord, which the information will be on the bottom of this video. We do also have a Patreon. We have different tiers for y'all to subscribe to. Anything that you donate and give to us goes right back into our production. We're really trying to make Geekset a really big cultural thing for everybody. We just want to have some fun. And be out here for y'all and keep giving you some great content. If you want to follow me on social media, Instagram is the only place I live on the internet, so you can follow me at lib_DK. That is lib_DEKAY. Again, that at will be on the bottom. And that wraps up today's review for Juzo Inui from 1000 Toys, No Guns Life. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope it answered some questions. And man, again, feel free to leave me some comments, man. Let's talk. Let's engage. Yeah, that's about it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Peace. I'm out.